Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And I've got to tell you, it's another cracker day here in Sydney town. It's a bright, sunny autumn day. The sun is glistening off Sydney Harbour. The Sydney Harbour waters are recovering their normal colouring, and it looks beautiful. It's high tide, and I'm out and about, just going on my walk and talk. And today I want to take you through a book summary entitled Make Time. Make Time by a dual authorship of Jake Knapp and Johnny Zaratsky. So let's see where this leads us, what we can learn and what we can incorporate in our day and in our lives. So the author kicks off with an interesting quote, and the quote is as follows: "Moment by moment and day by day, you can make your life your own." So it's all about making the most of the time you have available to you, because we live in busy times, busy, and we're caught up, and we can be caught up in other people's busyness, I guess, is one of the key messages. So the author also goes on to tell us here something that I've found out the hard way, I guess, over the past decade or two, working in corporate Australia, that our calendars are always full, yet we are unfulfilled, which is an interesting way of seeing things. Our calendars are always full, we've always got things on, we always seem to be doing things, and yet we still feel unfulfilled, we still feel empty, and we still are wondering what the hell is going on in our lives. Because the author here reminds us that we all get caught up in a thing called the busyness trap. The busyness trap. Not busyness as in business, but busyness trap. So in order to make time, according to the author, the lesson is very easy, that we need to deliberately schedule time into our schedules, into our calendars for important stuff. So we need to make time and incorporate time so we can do all the important stuff. Anyway, here we go. Here's a blast from the past. Last time I saw this lady, I was in Olympia for the lighting of the flame back in 2020. Geez, I can't believe that 22 years have passed. I remember on May the 20th, I travelled to Greece with Paula and my two beautiful daughters, and caught up with friends and uncles and aunts, my Uncle George, my Auntie Frida, and we met in Olympia at the ancient Olympic Stadium there. And we were there for the lighting of the Olympic flame for the 2000 Olympic Games, and we saw the flame get passed to the first runner and commence that wonderful journey. And here we are today, 2021. So 21 years have passed, 21 years later. Anyway, let's stick to what we're talking about. So I'll continue talking about my book summary. So we need to make time for important, meaningful or joyful activity in our lives, and to highlight a task for your day, every day. So we need to have a highlight every day. And the author then goes on to say that we need to deliberately cultivate passion projects. So what's a passion project? So a passion project is something that basically makes you feel happy, gives you fulfillment. and gives you joy. So the author talks about the importance of being able to work in bursts and spend 60 to 90 minutes on activity that give you contentment. And basically it's that simple. A lot of us waste our time, waste our days doing things that aren't all that fulfilling, aren't all that important, and basically don't create joy for us and other people. And the trick to try to identify what really gets you going, makes you happy, is to connect with your inner child, according to the author, and do the things that you would have done when you were a kid, because those things are the things that give us great happiness. And I can hear a little boy down there just laughing and carrying on, just enjoying the moment. So the author then talks about the importance of designing our environment to fight the busy bandwagon, and to try and find or take source of the infinite pools of entertainment that we have around us. You know, there's no limit to how much joy we can express and have, but we can lose it and not connect with it by being a time waster. So one of the things that the author talks about here is not to spend too much time reacting to external stimuli, because what happens is we are distracted. We can get distracted all the time, and I hope I'm not a distraction to the people over there who are trying to put together a little program. But we are generally wired to get distracted, and the reason why we get distracted is in prior times when there was danger real danger of getting eaten by a tiger or mauled by a bear. We needed to keep our wits about us and to see what was happening in order to determine whether or not to fight or flight, or just to freeze, just to maintain our life. So the author then goes on to say that it's key that we try and design an environment where we minimize distractions. And the sort of things that they talk about is to remove from our phone social media and email, to log out of social media online and just check the news once a week as opposed to checking it day by day. Interesting. I think I'd die if I had to do that, because I'm so connected now to my phone, I'm so connected to social media, and I'm so connected to reading and posting and creating news that I couldn't see myself living without those distractions. It's interesting. So what else? The other thing that the author talks about is that we need to sprinkle caveman style activities into our day to stay energized. So in order to stay energized, we need to do things like minimize food, adjust our sleep patterns, do short bursts of high quality social interaction, because when you're energized, you are less likely to be distracted or grumpy. So how interesting is that? Try and adjust our lives so that we get short bursts, but short quality bursts of social interaction. I really, really enjoy that and absolutely love it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club on this cracker of a day. And what I'll do is I'll go over there and say hello to the people and just let them know that the last time we met was in Olympia in 2000. Interesting. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay reasonable, stay relevant, and most importantly, let's make the most of this day. Eliminate as many distractions as possible, And as the author says, let's just make time to create joy and to make our lives deliberately happy by doing the things that connect or engage our passions. Anyway, yassas, take care, and we'll chat again. And let's not spend too much time being busy, because busy will take us away from being happy. As long as we're busy doing the things that allow us to express ourselves, that seems to be the key message from this book, and that we can take control of our lives by connecting to our inner child and designing our environment in a way where we minimise distractions, and we minimise and eliminate as many of those time thieves that come knocking at our door all the time. Anyway, Lakia from Jim's 5am Club. Que taleme. Bye for now.